Welcome guys to another video here on the ManUnitedDaily YouTube channel, and in this one I'm going to be talking and breaking the news that David Moyes has been relieved and sacked of his duty as United manager. Obviously it came a day after the huge amount of rumours and speculation from the national newspapers, and it proved once again that they were stand to be true. Very similar kind of like effect and timing to the Sir Alex retirement last season, where Mark Ogden, especially at the Telegraph, started to run the story seriously, and then the other journalists poured in, and that's when that's something serious and potentially about to happen. So it came to be true, and I was still a bit shocked. It was deemed to be the inevitable result, really, after the weekend's showing at Everton. But it goes against the general philosophy of the club. But I'm still a bit in shock as to the news. Still, so David Moyes obviously hasn't lasted very long. I think about 9 months into his job. So. Not a very long tenure, and he didn't get the time he deserved, I reckon, into next season with this transfer window coming up. It shows that the Glazers do not trust him with the huge amount of transfer fee that is about to be made available to whoever the new manager is in this summer, where the transfer is going to be 150 to 200 million pounds. As you know, Ryan Giggs has also confirmed as the new interim manager. He'll take over, I think, for the remainder of the season, and then we'll see how we go from there. I think it's a solid appointment. I think Giggs is the outstanding candidate from within the United camp. You read all the talks about how good he is as a manager, and also he has the legendary status within the dressing room to do well. So I think that Giggs will kind of like have a sort of like little run to show that he has the the mental toughness and ability to perhaps one day take on a job permanently. But I reckon that he'll do a sound job. In the last few games, obviously we're not coming up with against any of the top teams really, so it's gonna be kind of easy running. But I think the board and the Glazers have shown that they don't trust David Moyes with the amount of investments needed within the club. But I think it's still a bit poor from the club, where the information was leaked, and it kind of like really made it really bad on David Moyes' part. I really felt for him with the way that the news broke out. So that was the disappointing thing really. But I've maintained my support for him throughout his tenure. I think when you're a fan, you just want to support whoever's the manager of United. Is obviously, I've said at times during the season that the performance and the philosophy of his football play, of his style mainly, hasn't kind of like entertained me as much as I thought. And just generally, I thought that where it went wrong was that his kind of like attitude towards the job, where he was too much in awe of the job, and obviously that is to be understandable. But I think there is a certain common point where you do want to grapple the reins properly and just make it your own. Maybe he tried to do that too fast with the firing of Sir Alex's kind of like lieutenants in Mullenstein and Phelan too quickly, and made that transition too much into Everton. So obviously that is a problem, but also some of his comments after matches didn't help him really. So especially the one against I think City, where he said we strive to be at that level and stuff like that, really I know peed off a lot of people on Twitter, and also myself, with that particular comment. But it's going to be an interesting time now to see what the club does. Obviously there are candidates of all the top managers being touted as a potential successor, but my prime choice, and he was the prime choice last season as well, was Jurgen Klopp. But again, Jurgen Klopp extended his contract recently to 2018, so he's not going to be available for the next 4 or so years. Guardiola, no chance really. Ancelotti, no chance. Mourinho, no chance. So all of the top people, I think, are already out of running. Simeone at Atletico Madrid is also in the running, but he doesn't speak any English, so that could count against him. And the main candidate is being touted as Vanhaegh, and I do think Vanhaegh has a fantastic CV. You can't deny that about him, but From what I've read, I read about some of the Barcelona books from Graham Hunter. Yeah, he's a top class manager, but he's a abrasive character who, if you're not with him, then he's gonna ruin and destroy your career basically. So Louis van Gaal, fantastic track record. That's what he did behind the scenes at Barcelona with the whole club, with the whole structure, and also with this current Bayern Munich team where he was kind of like the revolutionary figure within that dressing room to bring about this sort of success in this new generation. So Louis van Gaal, fantastic record, obvious connections with Roman Persie, but again I think he's a abrasive character, but in the short term he might have a good punt at the job, but again I would hold out perhaps to even resort to Giggs, Scholes, but that class of 92 for a while, and perhaps wait until Klopp or Guardiola becomes available in the next couple of years. But again, Van Gaal, fantastic experienced manager, so he could be a short-term option. But again, I just want to kind of like thank David Moyes for, even though it's been a hard season, you can tell it's been hard on him as well. Obviously he does not want to send a team out and say, all right lads, play bad football or whatever, but it's been really hard on him, and you could tell at some points of the season he just really, really low within himself. So, hope David Moyes, I think they will definitely recover, and he'll be back within football without being out for a very long time. But again, the club will have to move on. We have to move into this transition period and hopefully invest well in the summer. Get the transfer targets in now. Get the plans going, and hopefully for the new manager to have a fantastic platform to build on for next season. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Also, still major news of United. Hopefully, and successor won't be too long to be announced. So yeah, it should be interesting to see who that is. All likely to be Louis van Gaal, but like I said, I have reservations about him. Sorry, my voice is a bit clogged up, if you can hear it on audio, because I have a bit of a man flu right now. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you this video surrounding David Moyes. So what do you guys think of this this news? Obviously huge news. A lot of you guys has been calling for his head for some time. So who do you think it will be his successor? Would you stick and trust Giggs with some of his lieutenants in perhaps getting back ManUnitedDaily, etc., or would you get someone experienced like Louis van Gaal for the next job? So thanks again for watching this video, guys. Please comment, rate, and also subscribe for more content on the channel. Cheers.